Welcome to the 35-year anniversary of the Salon. I can't believe it's been 35 years. Some of you in this very room remember the first gathering in my small T-shaped apartment on Spruce Street in September 1986. 10 ensembles, 10 minutes. I had no idea we would still be going strong and expanding to an international community 35 years later. I'm absolutely thrilled that all of you are joining us both live here in my home and on Zoom from the US and abroad, streaming in and out as we celebrate 35 years of sharing music and community. If you're new to the Salon, a warm welcome to you. Please enjoy this slideshow of Salon history while I provide some background. I started my Salon in 1986 to continue the centuries-old European tradition of music concerts in the home, to foster collaboration amongst artists, and to help build a vital, joyful, and engaged community around the arts. Although literary salons can be traced back to ancient Greece and Rome, I was inspired by the 19th century salons in France that included more musicians and artists, when Paris was a hub for cultural, intellectual, and creative exchange. The gatherings were named after the room in which they were held. The salon was the French parlor. Those salons with world premieres, improvisations, musical duels, and collaborations were as important to the history of music as the opera house and concert hall. Composers such as Chopin, Liszt, and Debussy performed regularly at these salons. In fact, Chopin preferred the Salon to the formal concert hall. I wanted to create monthly programs that feature not only classical chamber music, but also jazz, electronic, contemporary, folk, world music, multimedia, and dance. Since 1986, there have been over 8,000 performers and 18,000 audience members coming through my living room and now the virtual stage. I started in a small T-shaped apartment on Spruce Street, just out of graduate school as a composer, pianist, and lover of collaboration. I felt called to bring together a cross-fertilization of artistic genres and community in an intimate setting to create a contemporary spin on the 19th century Parisian salons. Many of you know the story. When the last remaining seat was the bathtub and people were sitting in it, I knew I had to find a larger space. I was led to this extraordinary building a few blocks away in 1989. It was 3 18th century homes that were put together by a doctor in 1910 with the soaring roof and 2 balconies. I had a vision for the salon in this acoustically perfect room in the heart of the city. For 14 years, I stayed in touch with the owners, hoping that I could become a renter. In 2003, I was able to move into my dream house, and the salon had a renaissance. In 2014, the salon was in danger of ending when the property was put on the market. And then a miracle happened. Contributors and investors from around the country came together to form an LLC and purchase the property so that the salon could continue. I'm still in amazement that we were able to do it, confirming my belief that the power of arts and community can make positive change. It took a village. Since then, there have been soloists, choirs, and dance companies, jazz and laptop ensembles, film artists, world premieres, indie rock bands, electroacoustic works, new operas, world music groups, and collaborations of all kinds. And then the pandemic happened. The Salon's new form was born when I had to cancel for the first time in 33 years in March 2020. Thanks to my wonderful friend and expert music technician, Adam Bedixis, and a dedicated team of engineers, we were able to take the series online for a year and a half. I've been amazed by its success, performers and audience joining from around the world, more than I could ever fit in my loft. Artists dug into their creative souls to find new and imaginative ways to share their art, and we were surprised to feel such deep and palpable connection with the performers and with each other, even through the screen. It's been my dream now to bring everyone together, both in my home and remotely, in a new Salon hybrid. And now, as the Salon celebrates 35 today, it marks a landmark and a new chapter in the Salon's expanding history. This evening, you'll hear 12 performances featuring musicians in their homes and also in my home. Those of you here and online, I invite you to listen deeply, to drop in and receive what these performers have to offer. In our busy worlds, how often do we have the opportunity to enjoy the gift and grace of being receptive, of observing what resonates with you? At the end of the evening, there'll be a chance for you to engage with the artists and ask them questions about their work. And those of you in my home, feel free to step up to the station to chat with the performers. Prior to their performances, I'll offer a brief intro. However, I highly encourage you to peruse the program page on our website to learn more about these wonderful musicians. Please consider donating to support the performers. Even though things are slowly opening up, many artists have lost work from the pandemic, and every little bit helps. You can make a simple tax-deductible donation through our fiscal sponsor, Crossroads Music, and that link will be provided in the chat throughout this evening. The donations go to the performers, and my team and I volunteer. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the generosity of many people who made this salon possible. First of all, the investors and contributors who together saved the salon in 2014. I know that many of them are here tonight, so let's please give them a huge round of applause. This salon could never have reached 35 without them. It was certainly a miracle. I also feel incredibly fortunate to have an extraordinary team that helps out behind the scenes. The new hybrid is a very technically and logistically complex event, and it wouldn't be possible without this amazing team of 19 dedicated Salon team members tonight who help things run smoothly. I'd like to tell you who they are, and then let's send them all some big love. A shout out to our tech team, technical director Adam Bedixis, lead engineer Jonah Pfluger, website manager Lex Simakis, Zoom engineers Andrew Litz, and in my home, the audio and camera tech team, Gerardo Rizumni, who is also treasurer and Zoom and Salon audio engineer, Michael Schweisheimer, Bill Houston, Tom West, Alex Glass, helping with lights and photos, Stephen Macbeth, in the house helping with performers, audience, and food are Jennifer Kopp-Lewis, Elliot Blake, Georgette Hamadi, who's been doing a tremendous job taking RSVPs, Barbara Jo Saylor, John Gallagher, Connie Coppi, Laura Burton, and other dedicated Salon team members over the years include Manfred Fischbeck, Susan Chopnick, and Ray McFadden. And a very special thank you to my longtime friend, Mia Bosna, for the gorgeous Salon logos. Wow. Let's show our appreciation to the fabulous Salon and Salon teams. So we're watching the slideshow as it approaches its end. This is hopefully the end of an era and the beginning of a new era. I'm so excited to see what this hybrid holds, because we're able to now connect the communities far and wide, and it's really such an honor to have all of you in my home and all of you out there to celebrate 35 years of sharing music and community. Thank you all so much. And so now it is a great pleasure to introduce to you our first performer, Kayoung An. Passionate, expressive, bold, and penetrating deep into the heart is how critics glowingly describe pianist Kayoung An's playing. Kayoung has appeared as a soloist with numerous orchestras internationally. Her performances have been broadcast widely. Winner of the first prize at the New York International Artists Association Piano Competition and the Silver Award winner at the Paris International Competition, Kayoung made her debut at Carnegie Recital Hall in 2013. She's currently on the faculty at New Jersey City University. You can learn more about Kayoung and the other artists on our artist page. It seemed fitting to begin the evening with a work that was likely performed by Chopin at the circuit of salons in Paris, where he was regularly invited to perform. Kayoung will perform Chopin's Ballade No. 1 from her home in New York. Let's give a warm welcome to Kayoung An.
Hello, everybody. be back and play for you. I'm currently in New York, and congratulations on the 35th anniversary. The piece that I'll be performing is Chopin Ballade number 1, Opus 23. I hope you enjoy.
thrilling performance of Chopin's Ballade, and I'm so grateful to you for starting off this huge celebration with such artistry. How does it feel to be performing, this big piece from your home without an audience?
Well, of course, before the performance, I get nervous and anxious because we don't know what's gonna happen, right? And of course, everybody understands that. But I'm glad I played, and I'm happy that I hope you liked it. Yeah.
I think we were all in awe of you, to be honest. You have a lot more new fans, both here in my home and out in the international virtual audience. It's just been a great honor and pleasure to have you. So please do stay on. If you can, at the very end, we'll have a chat with the artists, and I'm sure people will want to speak with you. Kayoung An, everybody. Thank you so much. Everybody, do consider making a simple tax-deductible donation to the performers by clicking on the link in the chat. That link is also on our website, szalonarts.org. It's on my invitations, and if you need it again, please feel free to email me. And now I am super delighted and honored to introduce my longtime friend and such an extraordinary musician and person, Mimi Stillman. Mimi has performed at the Salon many times over the years. I recall playing piano for Mimi when she was a student at the Sarasota Music Festival. I believe it was the Copeland duo for flute and piano that we played together. And I remember being so moved by your expressivity, virtuosity, and your intelligent interpretation even back then. Mimi is now an internationally acclaimed soloist, chamber musician, and recording artist. The New York Times says that she's not only a consummate and charismatic performer, but also a scholar whose programs tend to activate ear, heart, and brain. She's appeared with orchestras, including the Philadelphia Orchestra, and at venues including Carnegie Hall, the Kennedy Center, and the Philadelphia Chamber Music Society. Mimi is the founding artistic director of the wonderful Dolce Suono Ensemble, with 55 world premieres in 16 seasons. Learn more about Mimi and her ensemble on our website. And now let's give Mimi a big welcome back to the Salon.
Thank you so very much, Andrea, for that beautiful introduction. It is an honor and a delight to be here with you to help you celebrate the 35th anniversary of your salon. It is an incredible achievement. I am in deepest admiration of you, my friend, as a composer and a pianist and a visionary and a leader in our field. And of course, as the composer of a fantastic commissioned work by my Dolce Suono Ensemble that we're so fortunate that you wrote for me and for us. And so that is one of our 55 premieres, a very special rhapsody that you wrote for us, Andrea. So it has been really so special to be part of your salon at different times, including tonight. And the first piece I'm going to play is for solo flute. I'm the composer of it. It's an homage to you as a composer I admire so much to share something of mine this evening. This is called Huldah for solo flute, and I was inspired on a visit to Jerusalem, the capital of Israel. And Huldah is a biblical prophetess. And so I was thinking about prophecy and inspiration, divine and creative and artistic. And as a flutist, as a wind player, the literal etymology of inspiration coming from breathing.
Amazing, really amazing.
Well, now I can call you our triple threat. That was an amazing dance, and I'm not surprised that you played with so many characters and colors and textures in your own piece in the Piazzolla, and you switched with such grace and ease. Amazing.
Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, 3 flutes for today.
3 flutes for today.
Yeah.
Mimi, it is such an honor to have you back at another landmark salon. I know you performed at the 25th, I think the 30th as well. And I love seeing how your career has just been expanding out and widening circles all over the world. And I'm proud to call you my friend.
Oh, I am proud to call you mine. Thank you so much for everything you've done in here. I raise my flutes. We raise our glasses to the next many, many decades of great music coming from you, Andrea, with so much love to you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's Mimi Stillman, everybody. And if you don't know her, most of you know her because she's so well known. But please do look at our artist page. The link is in the chat. You can also find it on our website, salonarts.org, to learn more about Mimi, where she's performing, where you can buy her CDs, and all about her wonderful ensemble, Dolce Suono. So now I'm so excited to present to you the incomparable Derek Brown, who performed for us when I first started the SZalons, and I'm thrilled that he was available in his very busy schedule of performing for us to grace the virtual stage. Derek Brown, from his over 30 million views across social media to his appearance on international television and NPR's Weekend Edition, Billboard charting saxophonist, innovator, and one-of-a-kind solo beatbox sax player, his work has been exploding across the world music scene. Derek employs slap-tonguing, circular breathing, diversity of musical genres, and dazzling technique to create his own unique style. So let's give it up for Derek Brown, performing from his home in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Andrea.
Welcome back, Derek. Welcome
Thank
back.
you, Andrea. I'm so honored to be here for this, that you invited me back, but for this amazing celebration, 35 years. Holy cow. I mean, my generation, they talk about, we have like an average of like 9 jobs. We're switching every 3 years. So to keep something going 35 years, like that's amazing. So congrats to you. I'm super honored to be here. And yeah, I'm going to play a little bit of some stuff for you guys. I'm going to start with a piece I wrote called Human Error. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
You can see maybe why I call this BEATBoX SAX. You can almost think of this as like I don't know, an alternative or like kind of the, I don't know. It's like we kind of go together. Me and Mimi's thing with all the extended techniques she was doing, that was amazing. And then I just kind of do it in a different way. So yeah, that was really cool to kind of follow her. Before I do kind of my final little medley of tunes, I thought I should probably explain what's going on here, just so some of you know. There's nothing electronic going on other than the transmission to Zoom here, but this is just me and my saxophone. And I've been heavily influenced by people like Bobby McFerrin, who do solo voice, or going way back to musicians, composers like the great Johann Sebastian Bach, who wrote something like this. And that tune, the cello suite number 1, the prelude, if you listen to it, you can think of it like it's 3 parts, even though it's written for one monophonic instrument. There's the bass line, there's the then there's this middle harmony part that moves. And then there's this melody part that he wrote in between those notes. And then I like to, I can't leave well enough alone, so I like to add in a little percussion here and there. Sorry, Bach, if that offended you. But anyways, that's my take on that stuff. So you can hear like some bass line stuff, some melody stuff, some percussion. And then, since kind of like figuring that out on the saxophone, realizing, you know what, there's some other things I could steal from other musicians, like when guitar players hit their instruments. If you've seen that, acoustic guitar players, they're hitting that. So I realized I can do that with rings on this thing. I can hit the thumb hook with that. Also, looking at drummers who use all of their limbs, I could use my foot and stomp on a box. Or looking at a piano player who sings and plays and being like, I wonder if it's possible if I could sing and play the sax at the same time. So anyways, in this next tune, which is just going to be a mix of some songs that I wrote and maybe one that you've heard of that I did not write, that you're going to hear all this stuff. So here's some more. Do, 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 When the night has come, when the land is dark, in the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me, singing, darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. Just stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should crumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, yeah, I won't cry, no, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Sing it if you know it. Sing it, darling, darling, stand by me. By me. Just stand by me. Thank you.
You are quite a force, Derek Brown.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Thanks so much for putting this on. You're the best. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for letting me be here. I got to put my kids to bed, but hopefully I'll be back for the Q&A afterwards. So thanks again for having me.
We'll see you at the end. Thank you, Derek. I'd love to hear him perform a duet with Mimi. What do you think? Yeah. They could call it Slap and Flutter. Everyone, a quick reminder to consider donating to these wonderful performers. The link is in the chat, and it's tax deductible. So every little bit counts, and we're so appreciative of whatever you can contribute. Thank you. It's so thrilling for me to welcome to the virtual stage all of these amazing artists and friends. And the next performer is my friend and illustrious colleague, Alicia Svigals. Alicia's traveling, and I'm so happy that she could fit us into her busy touring schedule. Klezmer violinist composer Alicia Svigals is a founder of the Grammy-winning Klezmatics, who she co-directed for 17 years. She's worked with violinist Itzhak Perlman, the Kronos Quartet, playwrights Tony Kushner and Eve Ensler, Robert Plant and Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin, and many others. She's received commissions and awards for her compositions, including her amazing score to the 1918 film, The Yellow Ticket. Learn more about Alicia on our website, including how you can order her newest CD and watch her films. And now let's give some love to Alicia Svigals, performing Eastern European Jewish klezmer fiddle tunes from a hotel room in Madison, Wisconsin. Alicia.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. I'm so honored to be here. Those were 3 mind-blowing performances, and I'm so pleased to be in this lineup. Congratulations on 35 years. It's amazing. I'm going to play a medley of klezmer tunes, as Andrea said. I'll begin with a traditional improvisation, klezmer fiddle style, and continue to a tune which is a processional tune, traditionally in a small town. The family would process through the streets of the town for a wedding. And so I'm going to play one of those tunes. And then I'm going to move on to a tune called a Hossedel, which is a kind of solo dance that's an imitation of Hasidic dancing. And I'm going to finish up with a fast tune. Actually, I never really know what I'm going to do or play. I'll find out at the end what fast tune I'm playing, and then I'll let you know after. Oi, tapped Oi, tapped Oi, tapped And now I'll tell you what that was. I realized I should play a tune from a Philadelphia klezmer dynasty, the Hoffman-Watts dynasty, that was given to me by Philadelphia klezmer trumpeter Susan Hoffman-Watts. So that was in honor of the Salon's Philadelphia roots, now global.
Come on.
Brava, my curly-haired friend. That was just phenomenal. I could listen to you all night, and I'm so grateful to have had the experience with you at the McDowell Colony, where you were actually sharing with me some of your secret techniques on the fiddle. It's just wonderful to see how your career has grown and how you're working with all kinds of film and multimedia and continuing to expand your art. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Andrea, and thank you for being also, besides an incredible artist, such a gracious and wonderful host.
See you at the end. And now we're going to move things over to my home. Give me just a moment while I move to my Salon station, and we will resume with a performance by consummate musician and acclaimed cellist, Amy Barston. Okay, great. Amy, I can't tell you how excited I am that you're the first musician to perform in my home. And starting off the 35-year season, it is such an honor to have you here with us tonight, and it's very moving for me. So thank you, and we have avid listeners here and all around the world. Just really, really delighted that you could be here tonight. Amy Barston is praised as passionate and elegant by the New York Times. She's performed as a soloist and chamber musician on stages all over the world, including Carnegie Hall, Alice Tully Hall, Ravinia, and Chicago Symphony Center. At 17, she was a soloist with the Chicago Symphony. She won grand prize in the Society of America Musicians competition and first place and the audience prize in the Fischoff International Chamber Music competition. Amy has worked with Yo-Yo Ma and has performed as soloist with dozens of orchestras all over the world. I'm honored to present here in my home, Amy Barston.
Legendary Salon and following such incredible performances. Everyone is just amazing. I'm just going to remove my mask for 1 second to show my smile. So this is so wonderful. And now I'm going to bring it down to a very depressing level with the cello, which can do that. This beautiful piece, Stillman, written by Allison Loggins-Hull, is her musical depiction of this very sad reality that 1/3 of the girls in the developing world are sold into marriage. And I was blown over by that number when she said it. And a large portion of those girls are under 15. So this piece, Stolen, is her musical reaction to that, and it's a depiction of her imagined psychological journey of a girl. The piece is in 3 parts. The first part, she imagines the girl is very reluctantly and tearfully and scared, sort of visiting her childhood and thinking of all she has to leave behind, including her family and her childhood ways. And the middle section is her anxiety and urgency and just sort of psychological drama of going forward into this new life, sooner rather than later having to become a young mother, and sort of the panic that ensues. And the end is her reluctant acquiescing to this new normal, and there's a trace of nostalgia for the past.
Thank you so much, Amy. You know, Allison has performed here, and I was wondering if she is listening.
She knows. She might be.
I hope she's out there, because that was just a very, very stunning and deeply moving performance. Thank you so much. Amy Barston. And now, to grace my salon and my Steinway, I'm excited to present Xiaohui Yang, who's here to perform more Chopin for us as we honor the long tradition of salons in Paris. And I'm incredibly grateful to Xiaohui for performing tonight, and also she will be performing with Jordan Dodson a little bit later. Xiaohui is a winner of the 2016 New Orleans International Piano Competition and the 2017 Naumburg International Piano Competition. She's been hailed as a magician of sound and virtuosity, having been featured in performances throughout 4 continents. She's been a soloist with orchestras internationally and in residence at acclaimed music festivals around the world. Xiaohui studied at the Curtis Institute of Music and at the Juilliard School and is currently pursuing her Doctor of Musical Arts degree at Peabody Conservatory. Check out our artist page to learn more about Xiaohui, and let's give our warmest welcome here in my home to Xiaohui, who will perform Chopin's Barcarolle in F-sharp major.
I'm so honored to be here to celebrate the 35th year Salon anniversary. Thanks to Andrea and everyone who's involved in the Salon community for all their hard work throughout the years. It is such a wonderful and important contribution to the Music Society in Philadelphia, and I'm really grateful for that because Philadelphia is one of my favorite cities. So tonight I'm playing the Chopin Barcarolle, and earlier in the evening we heard another work by Chopin, the first Ballade, which was composed in 1835. And the Barcarolle was written 10 years later, from 1845 to 1846, 3 years before Chopin's death. During this period of time, he was also working on works like the Cello Sonata and also the Polonus Fantasy. And we consider this period his late period. And the musical style during this time is just structurally speaking, it's freer, and also there's more counterpoint between the voices. So the Barcarolle, the name was originated in Italy, means boat song. It is normally in 3/4 or 6/8, and this piece is in 12/8. So the piece starts with a dominant chord, as if the boat is pushed off the shore, and here the journey begins. And then we hear the beautiful melody that's sung by the right hand in the bel canto style, and with the left hand accompanying the rhythm that resembles the boat rolling on the water, which is actually, you can almost hear throughout the entire piece. While Chopin was working on this piece, he was suffering tremendously from his illness and also his separation from his lover, George Sand. So in this work, you will hear moments of melancholy, loneliness, say wonder, but also sweetness, and drama, of course, and even sometimes ecstasy, I would say. Some people had said, because this is the only Barcarolle Chopin wrote in his lifetime. So some people said, well, maybe if he lived longer, he would have, composed more in this genre. But really, nobody knows. But I'm just really, really glad, and I think we're very fortunate to have this piece in the piano literature, and I hope you enjoy it.
Xiaohui, that was just so beautiful. We could hear the pain, the longing, the ecstasy. It was just a piece and a performance of immeasurable beauty. Thank you so very much. And your pianos were extraordinary. To hear that she could get so soft, it was as if the piano was whispering. Thank you so much. Where the camera is. It's over here. So you're in for a treat, and in Salon, at least my Salon tradition, there's always something different happening under the Salon living room, and I think very carefully about the order and the programming and the aesthetic flow of things, that we can move through different places that really reveal the immensity of our humanity. And so we're moving from that beautiful piece of Chopin with so much internal emotion, and now we're going to move to Greece. And I'm just thrilled that the OPA band, featuring Bill Koutsoris and his father, John Koutsoris, who's here for the very first time, and percussionist Bill Phipps, could be with us here at the Salon tonight. You're going to hear the OPA Band of Philadelphia. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. They perform both as an instrumental duo and as a full ensemble. Their repertoire includes traditional Greek music and Eastern Mediterranean music. John Koutsoris has been a professional Greek, Eastern Mediterranean, and American music guitarist throughout the Philadelphia area and beyond since the late 1960s. His son Bill has performed at the Salon numerous times, and I always love having him here. He grew up with a household of music and dance, with his father performing in Greek and Middle Eastern ensembles, and his mother an eminent dancer. Bill's band, Animus, beloved in the Philadelphia music scene, has evolved into an original bouzouki-driven world fusion ensemble, taking world fusion music to exciting new extremes. Learn more about these musicians and artists and Bill Phipps on our artist page on our website. Let's give our love to the OPA band here at the Salon.
at the Salon, doing different things, and finally get my dad there, or here. So thank you for all of the years of great music and lots of fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bill Koutsouras, John Koutsouras, Jill Phipps, thank you so very much. We love you. Come back. Those of you here in my home, I do encourage you to go to our website. Are we good? Okay. Our website, salonarts.org, where you can learn more about the artists. I'm only giving a brief bio, and they all have these illustrious careers. So please do go to salonarts.org and go to our artist page, and also consider donating to support these fantastic artists, many of who have been out of work since the pandemic started. You can make a simple tax-deductible donation through our fiscal sponsor, Crossroads Music. And a big thank you to Gerardo Rizomni, who's not only doing an incredible job as our audio engineer tonight. He's a tour de force. He's also helping out with the donations as the treasurer. He's associated with Crossroads Music, and he's just been doing a wonderful service for everybody, handling all of that as well. So now that, and thank you, Alex, for moving things around on the Salon stage. I'm thrilled to welcome back to the Salon guitarist extraordinaire, Jordan Dodson. It was my great honor to have been commissioned to write an electric guitar concerto for Jordan by the Chamber Orchestra of Philadelphia, which he premiered exquisitely in 2018 at the Kimmel Center. Performance today describes classical guitarist Jordan Dodson as one of the top young guitarists of his generation. A winner of Astral's 2013 national auditions, he is an active soloist and chamber musician based in New York City. He's received numerous awards and honors and has appeared with orchestras and chamber ensembles nationwide. Jordan's recent performance and teaching schedule has taken him across the U.S. and abroad to such venues as New York's Poisson Rouge, Roulette, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, Philadelphia's Kimmel Center, National Sawdust, and others. And he's a passionate advocate of contemporary music. Jordan has commissioned and premiered dozens of pieces internationally. Let's welcome to the Salon stage Jordan Dodson and Xiaohui Yang, who will be accompanying him. Thank you, Jordan and Xiaohui. Jordan, would you like to tell the audience about this beautiful piece that you were going to play?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites for solo for a guitar.
Well, you requested that I play this piece. I don't know if you knew that I play it, but you were just like, hey, would you like to play this piece?
That's right.
And I'm playing it in a couple of months with an orchestra, so I was like, this would be a great little run through.
It worked out beautifully. I was supposed to be playing with Jordan tonight, but I had my hands full, and I'm so grateful to Xiaohui for stepping in. Thank you so much. So this is the second movement of the Rodrigo Concerto. Jordan, that was extraordinary. Xiaohui, thank you so much for playing with him. And I don't know about you all, but I was so very moved by that performance. Tell us a little bit about your performance coming up. You're playing this with orchestra. Can we stream it?
I don't know about that, but it's with the Cayuga Chamber Orchestra in Ithaca in New York. So I don't know if it's streamable, but maybe. That's in November anyway, so it's a ways away.
But you got a chance to.
I know, thanks for giving
play
me
it
this
for us.
opportunity, and it's such a special, occasion for me to be here. And I played here long ago when I was a student at Curtis. She was a classmate of mine at Curtis. I finally get to play with her. As a guitarist, I never get to play piano, so this is nice. Yeah,
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Jordan
Thanks.
Dodson, Xiaohui Yang. So we are now returning to the virtual stage. Thank you, Alex. I can't wait to present to you the one and only Bet Williams, a longtime friend and amazing singer, songwriter. Bet, come on up here and join me. Yes, yes. I know you can do
It's going
it.
to take me a little while, but
Here you are.
Hi.
A longtime favorite on the singer-songwriter Americana music scene, Bet Williams infatuates audiences with her astounding 4-octave range voice, intelligent lyrics, and a highly charismatic stage presence. Full of raw emotion and startling honesty, she ventures places where most singer-songwriters dare to go. Bet has appeared on stages with Taj Mahal, Joan Osborne, Herbie Hancock, Arlo Guthrie, and Lucinda Williams. Bet just happens to be at a country club now somewhere in Pennsylvania, where she will play for you some new songs and a Bet Head favorite. Let's give it up for Bet Williams.
I'm at this anniversary party at a country club, and I've been here for a while, but it's all good. And it's my uncle, and we've all been dancing to like Michael Jackson and stuff. So it was really, so I snuck away, and now I came into a little room here, and I'm so happy to be with you, and to be part of this, Andrea. So yeah, I'm just gonna do like a couple songs. Yeah. Okay, good. But I did want to say that I've known Andrea for maybe all of these 35 years. Have I? Maybe, yeah. We were just babes. We were tiny. Anyway, so I'd like to do a brand new song. It's a song about losing. When you lose someone that you love, whether they leave, your life, or whether they leave this world, or it's about how you wish, or I know I wish that I had maybe just one more moment where I could say something or just be really present with them. And so this is about that. One more day, give me one more day, one more day. Can you show that back on? Give me one more day to hold you with me, to make it right, to wrap you in a prayer, send it out into the universe, to be what we were meant to be at first. Yeah, one more chance, give me one more chance, one more chance, oh, give me one more chance to catch the fire, to hold the light. Hey, what are we waiting for? Let every moment be the one we're in. And when it ends and we begin again, we're everything you dared, and the very breath we shared. It's only now I realize how I loved you all this time. All this time. All this time. All this time. We're forgiven. Oh, and we're given time. One more day. Give me one more day. So I'd like to can you hear me? But you couldn't see me for a moment, I think. Somebody came in, they're like, nobody's using this room. So I see Harris there and Louise. Hey y'all. So nice to be here. I really wanted to drive down, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't be here at the party and dance with my uncle and be there too. But I want to do this song because I remember playing it years and years ago. It's one of my oldest songs, and it's really it's a song about my neighborhood, and it's not going to work because I need you guys, and I don't know, I need you to sing along with me. But do you think you can do it, like even sort of in this way? It's a little challenging, but Andrew's got the thumbs up. Okay. Let's try it, because this could be just like a whole new thing. We could make this virtual opera happen, because I don't know. I believe we can communicate past things we don't realize we can. So, oh, I love you. It's so great to see you. All right, song about my neighborhood. Can you hear the drums and the electric guitar and everything? Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. The string quartet and the choir, you can hear all that? Okay. This was written in Philadelphia. Somebody's having a barbecue. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. Well, I start from my house, which is right downtown. Then I'm walking downtown. I'm passing by the shops. I watch myself walk by. I look real good today. And I'm not too fat, I'm not too thin. I don't have anorexia, I don't throw up my food. If something awful happened to me when I was a child, I don't remember. I don't remember. And I'm walking through the neighborhood. I'm thinking that my life is good. I'm walking through the neighborhood. Ah, yeah, life is good. Ah, yeah, life is good. And then I'm passing by a yard and I hear a vicious dog, and then I see the vicious dog. There's nobody where a dog's and I think he's gonna bite me. I don't want him to bite me. And this woman comes out, calls him down. She says, "Oh, Buffy, come back here. Oh, you bad dog." And I'm walking through the neighborhood high. I'm thinking that my life is good. I'm walking through the neighborhood. Oh, yeah, life is good. Oh, yeah, life is good. You gotta believe. Everybody's having a barbecue. Everybody's eating hamburgers. Everybody's having a barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue, with potato salad and macaroni salad, coleslaw, Tupperware, a barbecue. It's beautiful, I know it's a barbecue. All right, help me out now here. Let's see if we can make this really into something special. I think I'll be able to hear you. If you sing loud enough, I'll be able to hear you. I'm only over in Phoenixville. Here we go. A barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue. A barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue. A barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue, a barbecue. Let's go. Even a little higher, let's do it. Okay, let it loose, everybody. Improv opera. And I'm walking through the neighborhood. I'm thinking that my life is good. I'm walking through the neighborhood. Ah, yeah, life is good. Oh, it's really good. Ah, yeah, life is good. Oh, it's really good. Life is good. Oh, it's really good. Life is good. Oh, it's really good. Nice. Life is good. Oh, it's really good. Life is good. It's kind of like a barbecue. Oh, yeah. Life is good. Nice spatulas. Oh, yeah. Life is good. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh, I wish I was there, and I am there. Yeah, in the way I could be. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Love you, Beth.
I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. It wouldn't be an anniversary without you. And we even got to dance the spatula dance. And we were singing. You should have heard our.
I felt that. I felt it. I did.
Even the high notes. Thank you, Bet. Thank you so much. Bet Williams, everybody. Now the tradition continues with the return appearance of Bulgarian pianist Tanya Stavreva. Tanya has performed in my home countless times, and I'm so grateful with her busy performing schedule that she could play for you tonight. International multi-award-winning Billboard Top 10 artist and Bulgarian-born piano dynamo, Tanya Stavreva is one of the most versatile young artists of her generation. Career highlights include solo performances at Carnegie Hall's Stern Auditorium, Weill Recital Hall, and on October 11th, she'll be performing at Zenkel Hall at Carnegie Hall. Tanya Stavreva has appeared also at non-traditional music venues such as the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood and Paradise Rock Club in Boston. Check out all of her links and ways that you can follow and support her on the artist page. And now let's give our love to Tanya Stavreva for her first time on the Salon's virtual stage. Tanya.
Andrea, can you hear me well? Thank you so much. You always make me blush. I'm so happy to be here. It's such an honor. And I must say, I think I did perform in person at the 25th anniversary. So we've been together for more than 10 years. Time really flies. It's such an honor. It's so special for me to be on the 35th anniversary Salon. So tonight I'm going to play something very different than most of those who know me from the Salon, the regular Salon audience. They wouldn't expect I would do, because as you know, when I had the release of my last album, I had a lot of the rhythmic, dynamic, and now I'm working on something a little bit more romantic. And people are going to hear a different side of me. I'm going to perform A Gift of Light. That's an original composition, which will be part of a new album. I will skip tonight's program, Michael Newman's pieces, because I'm still recovering from some sort of an infection I got at Central Park a month ago. And it's much better. It's going to be okay, but it's been going on for a month, which makes me feel it's a little funny. I remember Horowitz when he says, when I don't practice one day, I know it. If I don't practice 2 days, my wife knows it. If I don't practice 3 days, everybody knows it. And for me, I was like, okay, it's been 3 weeks, but I can pull off this piece. So I really wanted to be part of this special event, and I'm going to play A Gift of Light for you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me. And I must add one more thing. I'm so glad the Zoom worked out because last year Zoom had some problems, and I actually haven't been at the Salon since almost 2 years, and I used to be a regular. So I, for a while, was resisting during this pandemic. I said maybe I'll do 1, 2 online things, and then I'll go back to normal. But it's so great how the technology and your technical team is doing absolutely magnificent job. So I'm so glad that I was able to join in this way during the pandemic. And about this particular piece, it's really searching for light and always for the positive, especially during those times. I really want to give more light through this music to all of you, and looking forward to seeing you in person next year. Already you have featured me on the next Salon, so thank you so much, Andrea, for everything you're doing.
Thank you so much, Tanya. It's just wonderful to have you, and I also share your gratitude for the team. I think they're doing an extraordinary job turning a conference platform into a concert stage. It sounded really beautiful here, and I'm excited to have you at the 36-year anniversary next September here in my home. Tanya Stavreva, everybody.
Thank you so much.
And Tanya, I hope that your finger heals quickly and completely so that you can play all the repertoire that you've been preparing. There have been so many performers coming through my living room, and my life has been incredibly enriched by these wonderful friendships that have blossomed over the years. Bert Lee is a friend who was introduced to me by 2 other Salon performers, Ellen Mandel and Michael Lydon. Bert has long been an icon in the New York songwriting scene. He offers for us 2 original songs, one brand new, the other from the back pages of his extensive repertoire. You can find Bert's music on Bandcamp and Facebook, and his novels and short stories on Amazon. And I believe he just finished a new book as well, so congratulations on that. Let's give our warmest welcome to Bert Lee, who has performed in my home for several years, and this evening is performing from his home in Gravesend, Brooklyn. Bert Lee.
Well, hello, everybody, and thank you, Andrea. It's just such a pleasure, and it's humbling to be in the company of so many remarkable musicians and creative people, and I just bless you for doing this every year. You're just a tireless human being, and an example to everyone out here in the real world. I said I was going to do 2 original songs, and I was weighing which ones to do all week, and I'll make this very brief. I decided to do a traditional song with an original arrangement and my newest original song. So this first song here is the Ballad of Tom o' Bedlam, and of course it's a classic minstrel song from the 14th or 15th century. The guitar arrangement is arranged by myself and Samuel R. Delany, the Grand Master of Science Fiction, who incidentally lives right there in Philadelphia with all you good people. So this is Tom o' Bedlam, the song of the wandering madman. Bedlam boys, Bedlam boys, Bedlam boys are bonny. They all go bare and they live in the air and they want no drink nor money. From the hag and hungry goblin that into rags would rend ye, spirits that stand by a naked man in the Book of Moons defend ye. I know more than Apollo, for oft while he lay sleeping, I see the stars at bloody wars and a wounded Welkin weeping. Oh, I do sing any food, any feeding, shelter, drink or clothing. Come dame nor maid, be not afraid, poor Tom will endure nothing. The moon's my constant mistress, and the lonely owl my marrow. The flaming drake and the night crow make me music to my sorrow. I know more than Apollo, for oft while he lay sleeping, I see the stars at bloody wars, and the wounded well came weeping. Oh, I do sing any food, any feeding, shelter, drink, or clothing. Come dame nor maid, be not afraid, poor Tom will endure nothing. Bedlam boys, Bedlam boys, Bedlam boys are bonny. They all go bare and they live in the air and they want no drink nor money. With a host of furious fancies, whereof I am commander, with a flaming spear and a horse of air, to the wilderness I wander. By a night of ghosts and shadows I summoned am to tourney, 10 leagues beyond the wide world's end, methinks it is no journey. I do sing any food, any feeding, shelter, drink, or clothing. Come dame nor maid, be not afraid, poor Tom will endure nothing. I'll find my merry mad Magdalene, and I'll seek whate'er betides her, and I will love beneath of above the dirty earth that hides her. My staff has murdered giants, and my bag a long knife carries, to cut mince pies from children's thighs with which to feed the fairies. Oh, I do sing any food, any feeding, shelter, drink, or clothing. Come dame nor maid, be not afraid, poor Tom will endure nothing. Bedlam boys, Bedlam boys, Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live in the air, and they want no drink nor money. And that's Tom o' Bedlam, the ballad of the Wandering Madman. You folks can hear me, I trust. Yes, I assume so. Next is an original song, and this is the only song I've written in the whole period of we went through COVID, and I spent a lot of time with my wife, with which there could be nothing wrong. The only problem being that she's a moody gal, and I'm a moody guy. And if we're both moody at the same time, it's not so good. So sometimes when it's that way, we take a walk, and we were taking a walk one day in that mode, and I looked over and I saw a butterfly stumble out of a bush and land on a statue. Now, had it been an Italian family's lawn, it probably would have been a statue of Jesus or Mary, or some Americans, it would have been like one of those little lawn gnomes, garden gnomes. Who knows? But for some reason, it was a Chinese family, and they had in their yard a statue of Bela Lugosi as Dracula. You know, like that. So I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I said, "Butterflies and vampires," and she said, "That sounds like a song." And that's the history of this song, called "Depending on the Mood She's In." I'm so used to getting on the train and coming to Philadelphia because I like to be with you people. She believes in butterflies and vampires, sweet dreams and dark desires, a gentle breeze, stormy seas, at ease or troubled in her skin, depending on the mood she's in. She can change like the summer rain that turns into a hurricane, and still be laughing through her pain, dancing like a weather vane with every capricious wind, depending on the mood she's in. When I see the cloud above her, I give her room because I love her. If every day is sink or swim, I let her stumble, start again. That's the kind of love I'm in. That's the kind of love I'm in. And if at times she sings her song in some dark or minor key, I would never say she's wrong, as long as she sings just for me. It may be hard, but in the end, I know we'll find our way again. That's the kind of love we're in. That's the kind of love we're in. If at times she sings her song in some dark or minor key, I would never say she's wrong, as long as she sings just for me. It may be wrong, but in the end, I know we'll find our way again. Oh, that's the kind of love we're in. That's the kind of love we're in.
It's over.
Well, thank you, Andrea.
Thank you so much, Gert. You are such a treasure, and it's just wonderful to have you here on the virtual stage, and I look forward to welcoming you back to the Salon. We love you, and we love your music. Did you have another one for us planned? I don't want to cut you short.
No. That was 2 songs, 10 minutes as planned. I hope you heard him, because I can't hear when I'm playing. I don't have the headphones on. So
Oh, you sound great in here. We're watching you on the big screen, and
oh, thank you so much. What a pleasure.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So before we begin our last performance, please do get your drink of choice ready, because we're going to have a virtual toast for the 35-year anniversary following this next performance. And we're going to close our evening with a performance from Umer Paracha, who is a classical trained singer and translator of ancient Sufi poetry and music that originated in the royal courts of 14th century India and present-day Pakistan. Umer has performed at Carnegie Hall in New York, and he's been featured on New York Public Radio's New Sound, NPR, and John Schaefer's New Sounds. Umer's music is mesmerizing and filled with soul and emotion, and I thought it was perfect to close our 35-year celebration with such beautiful music played by such a beautiful person. Join me in welcoming Umer Paracha to the Salon's virtual stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's such an honor to close out the evening. I am just a beneficiary of the significance of what this evening really means, being the 35th anniversary of such an incredible tradition that you continue to uphold. So I'll share a couple pieces. They're rooted in 14th century Sufi poetry, and these are my interpretations, particularly during the pandemic year, as I lost the ability to play with my ensembles in a more solo format. And so there's a ukulele accompaniment, which is more inspired by West African music, the style of playing, particularly from Mali. It's a music that's very close to my heart, but it also is very much influenced by the Sufi poetry and culture. So the two, in my mind, sort of organically fused together over the course of the last, year and a half, maybe more. we tend to delete some of it. So so this first piece is essentially about vulnerability, about leaving some room in your life to be completely sort of broken open so the light can enter in and you can be renewed after having gone through to the other side.
तन मोरा मन पिया का जो दोनों एक ही रंग खुसरो दरिया प्रेम का जो उल्टी वाकी धार तो पिया सनना लगाई छाप तिलक हो छाप तिलक सब छीन रमसनना सनना मिलाई के हेम भटी
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Lovely, really lovely.
Thank you, thank you. I'll close with one more piece, and this is about the idea that when emotions become too powerful for words, that one would be wise to then submit to their majesty and just choose silence. And then if the emotions then morph into teardrops, then one would surrender even further and wear these tears as if they were jewelry.
कुछ नहीं कहना तेरे बूहे ਕੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੰਝੂਆਂ ਦਾ ਗਹਿਣਾ ਕੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੰਝੂਆਂ ਦਾ ਗਹਿਣਾ ਕੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੰਝੂਆਂ ਦਾ ਗਹਿਣਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਬੂਹੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਤੇਰੇ ਬੂਹੇ ਆ ਬੈਣਾ
Thank you.
Bravo! Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Umair, for sending these messages of peace and love throughout our communities and beyond. That was just a beautiful blessing, and thank you for being here. And thank you all for coming to the 35-year anniversary of the Salon. Performers, I'm so incredibly grateful to you for sharing your artistry with the Salon community. Zoom engineers, Jonah Pfluger and Andrew Litz, thank you so much for your time and expertise. And a big shout out to the team in my home, and especially lead audio engineer, Gerardo Razumny, who's done a phenomenal job. I'd love to ask the Sydenham team to come on up and receive some love from everyone. So would you please come on up, everybody who's been helping out all night, come up and say hello to the virtual audience and let us thank you. Barbara Joe, you can come up. Everybody else, please come up. Gerardo, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Hey, Gerardo.
Bobby! Woo! Bravo!
Oh, hi. Joe, Alex Glass, Lady Madison. Anybody else want to come up? Laura Burton? Yeah. Georgia. She's passing out wine. And Zoom engineers, I don't know if Jonah is still on. If you want to spotlight yourself, we'd love to thank you again. Jonah Pfluger, Andrew Litz. Woo! Andrew. Can we spotlight you for a minute, Andrew? Thank you so much.
Thanks, Andrea.
You guys are awesome. It really was an amazing feat to be able to do this, and Gerardo knows that. All the work that's been going on behind the scenes, and I'm just so incredibly grateful. So if we could all also show our appreciation to all the performers with one big round of applause. All the amazing performers. And do you all have your glasses? Please get your glass because we're going to make a virtual toast. Anybody who wants to come to the camera can toast with everybody over there. To art, to health, to community, to life, and to 35 years of sharing music in community. L'chaim.
Here.
L'chaim.
Cheers.
Guys.
Cheers.
Here.
Here, here.
Here to Andrea.
Aww.
Andrea.